Okay, you sit down right there. Sit down. Check. Thank you. All right, what about that time? Y'all come up on stage. I'm ready to start. What's the 13 feet? That box right there. Hey, about 4 feet. You want to stand? Hey. Where is it? You see what I mean? All right, y'all want to grab your dessert, and we're gonna get started. You got dessert. You got your. Is everybody ate already? Is everybody ate? Is everybody ate?
All right, everybody, attention, please. All right, everybody, attention, please. All right, attention, get ready to start. Get the boards out. All right, I give thanks to the Most High to bring us together as a black family. Our motto for St. Croix African Society is one family, one village, one nation. I'm going to say it again. One family, one village, one nation. So I give homage to the Most High. I give homage, as I said earlier, Nat Turner and Denmark Vesey and Gabriel Prosson, Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman. I give honor to a man, if I live to be 1,000, I can never thank him enough for the Honorable Marcus Messias Garvey. I thank him for Malcolm X. I thank him for Jean-Jacques Dessalines and Toussaint Louverture. I thank him for Dr. Martin Luther King and Fannie Lou Hamer. For all our ancestors who suffered and struggled for us to reach the day we are here today. And it's a beautiful day to see so many beautiful black people. So the theme of this event, the Black Economic Empowerment Conference, is cooperative economics is our most sacred weapon. I'm going to say it again. Cooperative economics is our most sacred weapon. When you have a weapon, we have our esteemed Grandmaster Larry Tankson. I've been known since I was a child. My instructor, Master Carlos Lavington, Master Anthony, all in the same era as him. And he's working with young people to teach you how to make yourself a weapon, to know we got to defend ourselves. And we under attack, we at war. I don't give a damn how many iPhone 15, 16s you got, how many Bentleys you're driving. If you wear Gucci and Louis Vuitton, we under attack. We under attack by white supremacy. Look at our condition. There are more black men in jail, on parole, in prison than there were in 1850 on the height of slavery. Black men being gunned down just for being black. We're the first to get fired and the last to get hired. A foreign invasion. Everybody got a piece of the black community except for us. The Chinese dollar circulates itself 9 and 10 times. The euro circulates the dollar 9 and 10 times. Our dollar goes in our pocket and into someone else's hands. We have to tell our own story because they villainize us as black people. In Chicago, all you hear is they killing each other. You live in Chicago? They tell you about Brother Sir Said, realtor, Brother Sidney, black man hiring black people. MacArthur's hiring black men, black women, black youth. They talk about that? No. This is a black-owned establishment. And you look at the violence, yes, it's bad. Oh, hell yes, it's bad. You look at the percentage, only 100% of young men, black men, commit a violent crime. That's 1 out of 10,000. What about the other 9,999? What about that? So their job, ever since Reconstruction, was to villainize us. We went from being happy Uncle Remus to now they think we're going to go out and rape a white woman. So they lynched us. They said we were getting free, but yet they came with laws like they call convict leasing. So even though you were free off the plantation, they caught you lottery and you went to jail and never got free. They'll find reasons to keep you there. They keep you. How many people I died? They call it peonage. If you worked on the cotton field as sharecropper, you had to pay the owner for the seed, pay for the plow. So there was no end to that. So you want to leave, they put you in jail. So they tell us, these Uncle Tom, bootlicking, buck dancing, homogenized, Amos and Andy driving this stage, and they go, oh, you can make it. Just pull yourself out your bootstrap. Racism don't exist no more. If I ask you a question, if I worked you for 20 years and you got no check, how far would I be? 400 years they worked our ancestors from sun up to sundown to can't see morning to can't see night. When we dropped that, they said, let's go get another nigga to pick cotton. 400 years this went on. The Fortune 500 companies were built up off the backs of slavery. Chase Bank, Bank of America, New York Life Insurance. So how does the playing field get even if we don't get reparations? So until we get reparations, we have to pool our resources and support these black businesses. It's like playing a game of Monopoly, and the white man got 500, the Asian got 500, Arab got 400, and you get $50. How is the playing field gonna get even? So there's an African proverb that says that until the lion has its own historians, the tales of the hunt shall glorify the hunter. You all right? Yes. Let me say it again. Until the lion has his own historians, the tale of the hunt shall glorify the hunter. So we have to tell our own story. This is why I know some of y'all a little mad because we were late, but charge my head down my heart. Lord knows I want to honor my brothers and sisters. This is why we got to take time to honor you. Give yourselves a hand. So pooling our resources, creating the infrastructure, being realistic and not let people take advantage of the black community. Politicians have took advantage of the black community. Politics is politics. Told you, Master Biden, a good master. Oh, yes, he is. So soft. He ain't like old Master Donald Trump. With old Master Biden, I get to eat in the big house. I wear the master's old clothes. It's fine living for a nigga. He gets in office his first few days, and he signs executive order for transgender people. So with our cooperative economics, my brothers and sisters, we got to stop that now. If we vote for you, you're going to do the right thing. We can't knock it. I don't agree with it. I'm not going to, be weak. I don't agree with that. Ain't something the Africans ever done before. But I don't hate my people. I love them. I know all of the symptoms we have is because of white supremacy. But he signed that bill. Then he signed a bill for the Asians. Because they killed Mr. Miyagi and Connie Chung. They've been killing us 400 years. The bill for Emmett Till ain't never got passed. So we're pimped by politics, pimped by religion. God is not going to come. I'm sorry, Pastor. You can pray all day long, but the Bible says faith without works is dead. The Lord helps those who help themselves. Ain't no puff of smoke gonna pay your light bill. Ain't no puff of smoke gonna keep these practices off our back. We got to help ourselves by taking our dollar and building infrastructure to help our young people. Religion is pimps. They got mad at me a couple months ago, so some of them got rocks in their jaw, because I was in an organization where the leader talked black, but he was spending $100 on a white man's Rolls Royce. Had a Mercedes-Benz, Lincoln Town Car, Lexus, and gave us the young youth a basket and a begging can to get another limousine. Has out there selling pellets. You can't make no money off selling no damn bean pies and papers. I gave it away. We need our young people to understand if certified heating is here. Can you all stand up to take away certified heating? Are they here? Here's our brother Keith. To take young black men like this and teach them a trade like heating and air conditioning. See, capitalism only wants to praise those who may have went to college, which is a good thing. But there's more than one way to skin a cat. In a car, you have the carburetor, the alternator, all of them work to keep you moving. So we need our lawyers, like Brother Michael Gerard, give him a hand. We need our heat and air conditioning people. Quality Service Inc. Are you here? Here's my brother. Been in business a long time, employing black people. This is a trade they get to learn. So when you see how people pimp by religion, tell them, listen, ain't nothing wrong with you having a good pie, but our people need a trade. You cannot take black people's money and buy 5 or 6 luxury cars. I don't care how good you speak. I don't care how many ways you got, you're spinning like the ocean. You cannot exploit young black men. It's got to stop. Dr. King was a humble man. Although my philosophy is more like Malcolm, but that took courage. When he won the Nobel Prize, guess what? He took the proceeds and gave it to the homeless and the poor. He had a poor people's march. Economics. Dr. King said, one of the most revolutionary statements is that it took us nothing to integrate lunch counter, to go to the toilet with white folks. Eat at their restaurants. That hurt us in the long run because we stopped going to the black-owned restaurant, the black-owned hotel, and go eat with white folks. And I say to the white man, I say this like Malcolm said. I don't want no integration. You can't respect me and give us our just due. I don't want to go to the toilet with you unless I can flush you down with the rest of that crap. You ain't going to treat us right. Dr. King said that. He said, let's even the playing field. Let's get into our economics. And at the end of his life, he said, guess what? We're not going to Vietnam. If I teach people to be nonviolent in Mississippi, when the Klan is burning churches down and lynching us, they're going to be nonviolent in Vietnam. And Lyndon B. Johnson was upset. They used another nigger preacher. Because that's the truth of what we need. We have to build our infrastructure, build our communities up, and emphasize going into to business for ourselves. Not just capitalism, just to make a dollar, don't care who you exploit. You want to live rich, you don't pay your employees nothing to make a decent living, they don't go with us. No. So in the 60s, I closed. I know it's been a long time. I want to stay and give you all awards. And what that pride of seeing all these beautiful black businesses, Brother Krause and all y'all honored today, that gives black children pride. And when you have pride, you know you're something special. You know you come from a great people. If you see me in African garb, I take pride that I come from a great people. That pride made Ali successful. He knew he was the greatest. He said, I am the greatest. I'm pretty. I'm a bad man. If you want to lose your money, then be a fool and bet on something. Even though the white man took his title away, because he said, I'm not going to Vietnam and fight other poor people. They took his title. He said, you can't whoop me. If you can't whoop me, I'm still the champion. Who's the greatest? And when he got to fight again, he had lost to Joe Frazier, lost to Ken Norton, and now George Foreman was the champion. And Howard Cosell interviewed him. He said, this is Howard Cosell. I'm here with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, do you think you can beat George Foreman? So young, so ferocious. Let's face it, Muhammad, you knocked that man you what 10 years ago. And Ali would say, I didn't want to tell nobody this, Howard. I talked to your wife. Said you knocked the man you what 2 years ago. And that thing you got on your head is a pony, and it comes from a telephone pony. I've been training for this fight. I wrestle with an alligator. I tussle with a whale. Handcuffed, lightning, thrown thunder in jail. Just last week, I murdered a rock, injured a stone, hospitalized a brick. I'm so mean, I make medicine sick. That's the pride that Ali had from knowing he was black. So my conclusion, you saw that with Madam C.J. Walker. She had on, if you saw on the flyer, and you'll see on your awards, Madam C.J. Walker had on her hair care line. Even though, and Booker T. Washington, even though they used to call him Uncle Tom, but he said, I want to teach you a trade. I want to teach you to do for self. That's what Tuskegee and Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey said, what men have done, men can do. So as I close by making this statement, listen, one of the things I want to deal with the next few weeks is these Arabs. I'm sick of looking at them, man. I can't take it anymore. Pastor, we weren't getting away from Christianity and said, let's go get Islam. There's nothing wrong with the African Islam, black Islam, but the Arab was the first to enslave our people. And we have our Muslim brothers who forget who you are, who went to being from Uncle Tom to becoming Uncle Abdullah. They come in our community, disrespect our women. Yes, sir. And we think we're doing something. We walk in, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Aki. He said, we're making salam for them. They can give you your money for your Cheetos and Fritos and Zulu and Wham. Disrespect our women. They're killing our people over in Africa. Slavery still exists in the Middle East. They did not officially abolish slavery in the holy city of Mecca, as they call it. until 1962. So 100 years after Master Jim and Robert E. Lee and them let us go, they still hold. They still have it with the Catholicism. That's why you see them come over here, don't show you no respect. When they look at you, they see you as a slave. I don't care how much Quran you know. You're a slave to them. So we got to understand. I want to make people aware of that, understand about the trans-Saharan slave trade, how we got to get them out of our community. They don't respect it. They're the only people who come in our community. Don't even have to hire us. Just Habib and Omar getting hired. If they hire someone, they hire attractive sisters so they can hit on them. We sound like punks. You can't even mess with his woman. You can't touch his sister, his woman. He got in a ninja outfit, a face all wrapped up. Yeah, it's like a ninja outfit. When I was little, I said, man, mama, look at the ninja. No, they ain't no ninja, fool. But he want to disrespect your woman. You even see him on TikTok doing that. So one last statement, I'm done, I'm going to call you up, is that we also have to demand that these businesses in our community. Why is it that the black-owned, the black family dollars in our community, the Walmarts, we get second-rate service? We pay the same dollars as white folk, but it's acceptable for them to treat us any kind of way because we have not stood together and voted with our dollars. You see it all ran down. I want to go to the white man, but I can't. It shouldn't be like that. We got to stop that. So I thank you so much as I close by saying that one family, one village, one nation. Black economic empowerment. We're going to make this next month Black Economic Empowerment Month. So I'm going to bring up some of our distinguished guests. I want our first brother, 1 second, let me grab it back in. Let me say a few words. Let me read the plaque to you in the awards. Say, St. Croix African Society, the Black Economic Empowerment Award presented to Sir Sid Realty in recognition of your outstanding commitment and efforts in elevating the Black community in economic development. Again, African proverb, until the lion have their own historians, but tells the hunter shall always glorify the hunter. We, as a Black community, must unify and determine our own destiny. Brother Sidney, come on, my brother.
Thank you so much for honoring Sir Sid Realty. We appreciate that. Thank you all for coming. Thank the other nominees for getting their awards as well. I just want to say Sir Sid has been around since 1993. Sir Sid has been around since 1993. It's been an honor to serve the Austin community. We located at 5511 West North Avenue. We relocated from 2449 North Central in 1999. It's been a pleasure serving the African community. One of our employees, Sharon Moore, is here with me. Stand up, Sharon, and wave at the people. One of my first employees, Shirley Fields, is here. Stand up, Shirley, wave at the people. I want to thank all of my family, my friends over here to my right and these three tables for coming out to support us for this award. And again, thank you all for coming out.
Next is the bad man, Grandmaster, man. I'm telling you. He's so bad he killed Coxley, I'm telling you. 67 years old and gets around, make us young folks look, man. Make us look bad. I'm telling you, the brother is, just awesome, humble. You never know he's as deadly as he is. There's been legend, he won the whole football team one time. So let's bring up our Grandmaster Larry C. Texan.
Good evening. It's good to see all of you here. I just want to clear up one thing. that we've been doing it for over and over for years. Uncle Tom wasn't what they said he was. Uncle Tom was actually the undercover man that was making sure we got what we needed and played the game. So we need to clear Uncle Tom's name because Tom was one of our hidden saviors. But and we keep saying things that even down to the name. I've got to the point where I don't call myself an African American because Africa was the name of a Roman general, and they took the name with the Kiklan, or Ethiopia was the real name of the motherland, and they named it after a Roman general named Africa. So we're gonna clean it up. Let's not stop at the top. Let's start at the bottom and clean it all up. But our society and the things that we do and how we work together is horrible. We've been taught not to trust each other. We've been vigilant on keeping that teaching, which we need to get rid of. That doesn't mean that you need to let your guard down on things you've actually done. We need to do better. We can do better. And unfortunately, this carjacking, these robberies, this murdering. The young sister who got killed last week over on 72nd Street in the South Side, she goes to check in her garage and she gets shot 3 times. She's unarmed and she gets shot to death. When I was a kid, we settled everything back with our fists. Only punks carry guns. If you couldn't stand on your own, then you weren't the man that you wanted to be. Today, there are very few black men. There are a lot of black males, but there are very few black men. And we need to start building more black men. The black woman, the black woman is probably the most powerful person on earth. The black man needs more from the black woman, and that they stop belittling and berating our black men so that our sons start seeing themselves as the father that was not there. You're just like your father, and you just told him 10 million things about how awful he was, and then you say you're just like him. That message has been heard and it's been carried on because the young men today, they have no reason to live, and they're giving it all away for nothing every single day. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Grandmaster. I'll be calling back for Uncle Tom's and house Negroes and bootlicking and marginalized Negroes. I was to tone down a little bit, Grandmaster. Yes, sir. All right. Let's bring out our brother from Certified here, Brother Keith. Come on up, brother. Brother Keith. Well, I'll tell you, he keep it cool. Brother Keith, you get a little cool up in here? Where you go? Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Well, I was already nervous, and then after hearing these two here speak, I'm even a little bit more, so forgive me.
You all right,
But, Mr. Tankson, did you have a karate store at 76 in Top Grove?
Speaking Mike.
Yeah. Well, this has just been an ironic day for me, period. From the time I woke up this morning, I knew God was bothering me and nudged me. And I can't express how grateful that I am. I've been in business 38 years. I had a script there. Thank you. So I'm going to read this real quick, and then I'm going to have to go off script for a moment. So if you can just bear with me.
Thank you, Black Economic Empowerment Conference. I greatly appreciate the honor of receiving this award for certified eating. We work very hard to service all of our customers with our motto of quality services at an affordable price. With us being a Black-owned business, to receive an award from the Black community is very special. Also, if I'm correct, I thought the main purpose of this conference is to inform our youth of different career opportunities that are available to them and to inspire them to become entrepreneurs, or if they find themselves working in corporate America, to be the best they can be. As I said, I've been blessed to be in business since the age of 19, and I am now 56 years old. The heating and air conditioning and refrigeration field is a very good one. It provides opportunities to always have a steady income, and especially with the environmental problems that cause extreme weather conditions, our field is even in more demand. I've also been blessed to have my business in Los Angeles and Chicago. But I'm going to have to leave this and just say there's two very important Black men in this room. And after your speech, Chief, very powerful, and this I heard you on WBON, where I advertise, and just over different formats. I know who you are. We need people, soldiers like you, and thank you. But you never get to a position by yourself. Someone, like the Ketanji Brown Jackson said, we're standing, all of us, on somebody's shoulders. And of course, I'm a product, I was going to put in here at the end, the product of a single parent mother that did it on her own, had me at 15, said I was not going to be a statistic. My brothers, she ended up having 4 children. I'm the oldest, 3 boys, 1 girl. She died at the age of 43 of cervical cancer. Oh no, but when she left here, she kept on saying, don't do that. God been good to me, and He has, and He's provided a way for me to take care of you guys and to give you a stick to fight with. My mother gave me $200 out of a $250 aid check. So when you say Black women are strong, they are. And she guided me to go to Radio Shack, get a meter for $19, and just put the whole thing together. And I'll be honest with you, those people get up and they tell lies, and when I talk to my customers and I'm selling myself, like my late father-in-law was Willie Dixon, that wrote all of those blues songs for Chess Records, Cadillac Records, and he taught me quite a bit about life and business. But this is where, too, I must just give homage to Jesus, to God. He's always made a way. And He has 2 men in here now. Mr. Tankson,
Take your time.
that mother I'm talking about, she couldn't afford, you don't remember, I couldn't take the karate lessons. I was the oldest, so I said no. Sometimes when I come, you can give me those free things, but you taught my 2 younger brothers. And you gave her a discount because she was a single mother. Well, I get told all the time I'm stupid. Well, I'm a big guy, but they don't just say it outright like that. But, and I'm a boy from the South Side, so. But Cliff Kelly always said on WBON about how the Black businessman put money back into communities and by serving our people, and that's what we've lost. You did that. You undercut your own price and services to give my two brothers those services and to a price what my mother could afford. Thank you. And you know, you didn't have to do that, but you did that. You saw a black woman, a single mother, and you don't even remember. That's even making it more. That's how God works. I wish my sons hadn't left, but that's how God works. You know, like Joseph, thrown in the pit. You know, like my former pastor Jeremiah Wright would always say, if you want to get a love story or a life story, pick up the Bible. But you've shown, because you don't remember, but you did it. Thank you.
I do it every day.
Oh, I know you do. I believe you, because I saw, like he said, faith without works is dead. Your works, I'm standing here. So I remember that. And now you got a black businessman that when I go sell a furnace and they can't afford it, I make it happen. Thank you. But there's another bad brother in here that, like what he did, that influenced me, and where God put things in perspective in place. I woke up at 6:30 this morning. I'm running all day, all week, and I'm very tired. My feet, arthritis, you know, and you get tired, and God just lets you know, bring Mr. Tankson to remind me what I am and who I am. On all my shirts, this one doesn't have it. It says Team JJ with the American flag. When Michelle Obama got proud and finally put the flag on there when her husband became president, I said, well, this is my country. My grandfather fought for it, and I pay taxes. I'm gonna do it too. But I put Team JJ in front. That stands for Team Jehovah Jireh, because my mother taught me, and as this man is speaking, if you believe in yourself and trust him and stand and be a man, can't nobody do nothing to you. And with, just like he said too, a real man will handle his business. I just wish I could get that karate stuff, you know? And I know it's not too late to learn it. But my start, and I'm gonna not try to get this finished so Mr. Quality can come up, even to be in the same room with him. I know him. He knows who I am, I believe, but I know who he is. And he's one of the few African-American professional black contractors that serves and takes care of our people the same way. I see you and I respect you. But real quick, there's a bad brother in here. He really needs no introductions. If you go back in your age, he was appointed by Harold Washington. He was the first black commissioner of inspectional services. And then he also put, Mayor Washington also put Tyree Stovall as the project manager. I remember being 19 years old, going to the circuit court building, the old red building, if you remember when you go to court for traffic tickets. Tyree was over there, and they had another department up there with all the city engineers and everything. But there was this bad brother named Ronald Gardner, Commissioner Gardner, that let my mother know that I wasn't selling drugs. He used to have to go to the 70s 218 South Wentworth and hand her the money to let her know that I wasn't selling drugs. Because how all of a sudden you're 19 years old, you got a band of people, and you rolling, taking other cub foods and doing it. But this man gave me my first $1,000 job, him and Tyree Stovall, 4911 South Forestville. One of the baddest architects in the city of Chicago. I've been at your Kamara. never forget what you taught me. And even like with him as a kid, I was a kid still, but then when I became a young adult, Tyree taught me, remember, he said, Keith, Mr. Peoples, nobody can talk about Peoples Gas. He said, Mr. Peoples, nobody rides with Mr. Peoples. You the business, you the owner. You ride and you do business by yourself. And then, you get managed, like Denzel Washington said in Training Day, when he said, you in the office, baby. I tell everybody they was in the office with me. But these two taught me quite a bit. And as you see, had a professional speech put together. But when you came out that bathroom, went in that bathroom, I was coming out, I knew God was talking. And then when I heard Mr. Tankson's name, this man would come, pull up with that pretty brown Cadillac, hand it to my mother, and finally to the point where it was a big fire. And she said, oh, he really is work for the city, huh? I said, yeah, that's what I've been trying to tell you. When he brought the last payment, she said, you don't have to do that no more. He said, thank you. Humble took a little yellow, skinny black boy from the south side of Chicago, had me walking through City Hall bidding on $350,000 jobs at 19. You don't have, there's the uniqueness of Harold Washington, that 30% that he made and put in place, and he was all strong like you about blacks. But he also, if you remember that name, I just ran across Irma Ward, Mr. Shinazi. I stayed on the north side in Evanston. My main license is for the city of Evanston. All those Jewish people that helped put Mr. Kamara Washington in office. Had me up there at 19 years old, was able to get married at 22. Moved to Los Angeles, get on an airplane, take care of my mom. Everything because of you. And I want you to know, I'll never forget. Commissioner Gardner, I got all kind of accolades, and I try to be humble just like you. I forget them all. Been on TV. I'm on WBON right now every day in my advertisement. Billboards, everything. Like Tyree and you. Thank you. And you're great. I've taught so many people, black people that stated, when I say your name, you've helped a lot like me, just like this man. And that's, if anything, why I came to accept this award. And we got a Caucasian guy back there. That's my boy. He's a good guy. I wouldn't be in business without him. And like you, and Harold Washington, like you taught me with Mr. Shinazi, reach my hands over, but still be strong with me. Like he's a strong Irishman, I'm a strong black man. All right. You understand? So my other employees had to leave, and my children, because with the late start, and I'm gonna get out of here. Mr. Quality, no disrespect. Like I said, I salute you. He got the line on his truck, Mufasa. I know who you are. So Commissioner Gardner, for that mother that's not here anymore. You remember when I got married, came in Mount Vernon Church on Stony Island, sent me everywhere. Sir, thank you. And I train them. I get them out of, they come out of jail, wherever. And I will be honest, even when they're not of our race or creed. But like you and Harold Washington taught me, I ain't ashamed to say, like he would say, and I'm not as articulate as you two, because y'all was jazzy. Both of them. I'm not as articulate as you, but when he made it clear, I'm the mayor for all of Chicago, but definitely I'm gonna look out. I'm the black man. I do that, and I hold that strength to my dead mama and you. Thank you, sir. Now I'm gonna tell everything.
Let's get that brother hand. We're gonna bring up recipients. We got a lot of people awards to give out, so it's quite a few. So let's yeah, that's definitely powerful. What we're gonna do, we want to make sure we get get to everybody. We got a videographer here, so after we're gonna record your statements to put for Black Economic. We got the Souvenir Journal come out, the magazine. So we're gonna make sure y'all get some pictures. Our photographer had to cancel. Make sure y'all email the pictures. But let's bring up our brother George Krause. Come on, brother George Krause. Bring the county, powerful brother. Let's give brother George Krause a hand.
To the chief, to our distinguished guests, and our audience. Thank this great society for issuing this award to me and my business, Krause Accounting. This is my 40th year in business. I'm located in Ford City at 76 in Costa, and I do all types of accounting, especially for small business and individuals, and getting people out of trouble with the Internal Revenue Service. And I'm thankful for many people, and some of the people here, including Sir Sin and a few others, I have helped, and I'm thankful for the chance to be able to be a service for the community. And I'm always going to stay in the community. And that's what it's going to take. We got to bring our Black dollars and keep them in the community, keep us together. If we don't keep together, we're going to fall. So we got to keep pushing. And that's what it is. We got to make it work. So that's what it's all about. Let's keep up the good work. Thank the guests that have been here and that have been before me. And you all keep up the good work in your respective businesses. And I salute you. Thank you.
So I'm gonna call you up. I'm gonna call up two recipients. I want to call up Quality Service Incorporated. Let's give them a hand. All right, thank you very much. Quality Service, give them a hand. Come on up, my brother. And also after Quality, we got Miss Carolyn Day. Miss Carolyn Day, she's here. Let's give her a hand. She's the Executive Director of the Black United Fund of Illinois. Powerful system. Let's bring up our brother Quality Service and also Miss Carolyn. Thank you, brother.
Good evening. Well, good evening, and I'm honored to be awarded the award for such an organization. I'm a little nervous. I wasn't quite prepared, and he said so much more than I could. That's a hard act to follow.
You have to thank for yourself.
But thank God I started this activities in 81, and I started it myself in 87 because I didn't like the way we were being treated, and there weren't too many people colored in that type of industry, and I went through a lot of racial discrimination, and technically I'm licensed by the city of Chicago, state of Illinois, as a royal operator. I couldn't find a job in that, we weren't politically connected or whatever, so then I ended up going to school eating there traditionally. And then I also picked up appliance repair, walk tools, dryers, stoves, and learned how to do all that. And people are like, how do you know how to do all that? Give it to God. Right. Glory to God. I mean, I don't, a lot of times, I don't even know how I know I'm going on the job. And all of a sudden he speaks to me, this is what's wrong, this is what's wrong. He orchestrates my hands, orchestrates my mind. I just let him use me at that moment. And again, I'm not gonna take too much time. Again, I'm glad for this award. I hope everyone have a wonderful evening. And again, I thank
Good evening. It is indeed an honor to receive this award, but most importantly, I always give homage to our ancestors.
That's right.
I am the executive director of the Black United Front of Illinois, and many of you know of the Black United Front, which our founders were Dr. Conrad Worrell, Dr. Henry L. English, Robert Starks, Bernard Williams. And Black United Front of Illinois, Buffy, has been around now 36 years. But prior to COVID, we've endured a lot of untimely transition. And if it was not for Dr. Conrad Worrell, I would not be here with the responsibility of maintaining the legacy of the organization. It is indeed an honor to be recognized by our community and our people. We are in a transition where we are the next generation to carry such a heavy legacy. And we cannot do that without honoring the historical knowledge of people associated with the Black United Front of Illinois. We just can't do it. There's too many people with generational knowledge, historical, institutional knowledge to keep us going. My specialty is compliance and making sure that non-for-profits stay open, and understanding that when you have a non-for-profit, what it means to be in compliance and keeping a non-for-profit. That's very, very important. But ideally, what the Black United Front of Illinois does is that we're a philanthropic organization, a federation of affiliates, where we raise money to give to non-for-profits to help them sustain and be self-sufficient, particularly Black organizations. With that, we hope that these organizations will then take advantage of some of the technical services that we can provide in terms of understanding that you need directors and officers insurance to keep your organizations going. You have to file 990 taxes to say that you are a legitimate organization. In the event that you don't have a 501c3 designation, we serve as your fiscal sponsor. So if in fact that you're doing your non-for-profit and someone is ready to fund you for your project, don't turn that down. Happily work as your fiscal sponsor. Those things are very, very key and important. It is also important to understand when you have a non-for-profit and you're taking in funds, you're not a profit. So there should not be a profit. It's a non-for-profit. It's not a business. So understanding that you have to have your audits done. So there is a way of handling a non-for-profit versus handling a business, and we're very passionate about doing that. In addition, we have academic development programs Upward Bound, which is for first-generational college students where no one in the family has gone to college. And so we provide that math and science tutorial support for SAT and ACT prep to get students having exposure, career development exposure, to be prepared to take that post-secondary experience, whatever that experience may be. And what many people don't know is that Mr. English and a group of people from the South Shore Community Neighborhood are the founders of the Safe Passage Program. We are one of the largest employers of the Safe Passage Program in the city of Chicago. And that program started off as a volunteer program, but is now adopted by Chicago Public Schools. So you'll see people. We are very, very pleased in our commitment to the Black community because throughout COVID, there was no interruption in employment, no interruption of the benefits of any of our employees. We're always hiring. So we are committed to economic development. We are committed to generational wealth. I'll talk more about it if you ever want to reach us. But again, I am very, very, very appreciative of just being acknowledged as the executive director of Black United Front of Illinois. in receiving this award. You guys may know our board chair, Carl West. We work very, very closely together. We're always open. If you have historical institutional knowledge about the Black United Fund of Illinois, please give us a call, because we always stand to be corrected in making sure that the information that we put out is legitimate. And sometimes there can be miscommunication in the transition of people's experiences as we're building a new legacy. So I thank you again on behalf of the Black United Fund of Illinois.
We're going to bring up our sister, Karen Roberts from Just Sandwiches. Give her a hand. She's good? Okay. Yes, she is. All right. And also, I hope our brother, I know our grandmaster maybe do 1,000 push-ups. The tickets had a misprint, so I corrected for most people. Brother Eugene Roberts, the Black Pages, is he here? Still here? Is he still here? Okay. Okay. All right. So let's bring up our sister, Karen Roberts from Just Sandwiches. Let's give her a hand.
Hello, everyone. I'm really honored to be in this room because most of you have been in business for as long as I've been born. So I appreciate that I've been in business for 6 years. So I'm like the baby of you all. So I appreciate being honored in your presence, because I have so much more to learn from many of you in many facets of this. And one other thing that I'm very proud of is to have all of my daughters here. Stand up, ladies. You know, they could be some of these young women doing a whole lot of other things in the streets, but they find themselves working with me. And the sandwich life is not easy at all. I do a lot of corporate catering, so I've been in the Taste of Chicago, the Black Taste of Chicago. I do Discover Card right now, so I'm doing a lot of sandwiches. And I'm inside the new Go Green Community Fresh Market, which is the new grocery store in Inglewood. So please go by and stop by and see Just Sandwiches, Simple Sexy Sandwiches is the name. And they've got a wide variety. And thank you. Thank you.
Also, one of our other sisters, attorney, I think her husband is here for her. This is attorney Shakita Hall Jackson. Is your husband here? Is he? Okay. All right. And we also have our brother from Divine Healing Herbs, does the alkaline water. Brother, make it here. Over here. Yes, sir. Come on, brother. Yes, sir. Come on. And we also want to bring up with him as well, Harris Golf Shrimp. Is my sister here? Come on up, my sister. Yes. Real quick before you, we just thank everybody. We're sorry we're running a little bit late, but we want everybody to get it, make sure that food was hot, so we're going to get it better next time. If you'd like to help us with this work while we bring up our recipients, I want to thank this young man right here. This is Brother Vinny, came up from Atlanta. I'm working with these young men, teaching them about African culture. I had to work hard to get them to dashiki. So if you'd like to help with this, what we're going to, you'd like to help donate to St. Croix African Society, help us with the youth, we appreciate it. I'm going to let him pass the basket around. If you want to help, I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, sir, let's bring up our brother. Got that good alkaline. I got a couple bottles in my car right now.
Amen. How's everybody doing today? My name is James H. Owens, Divine Healing Herbs. Also Chaplain Owens. I've been with the Cook County Department of Corrections chaplaincy
since 1999. Divine Healing Earth, 1621 West 87th Street, right here in Chicago, Illinois. Came into conception when we started with a young lady that had 6 months to live. And I was taking these herbs. I was having some serious problems with arthritis, gout, bursitis, rheumatism, ulcerated stomach, began stages of heart disease, began stages of diabetes. And I was hurting pretty bad. Ran to the doctor, taking pain relievers. So I stopped by this health food store, and they directed me to a naturopathic herbal doctor. I went by to see him, Dr. Hugh Jenkins, and he told me about cleansing and herbs. And I told him my doctor never told me anything like this. So I waited, I heard it about 3 more weeks, and then I went back and tried the herbs. Straightened out all my health problems, naturally. Drank my water, eat my vegetables, cut back on all of that sweets and chocolate and ice cream that I love, 5 cheese, deep dish pizza. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And then we got this word from this young lady that a friend of mine called. He said, listen, I got this young lady that has 6 months to live. These herbs stuff you're talking about. Would this help her? I said, I don't know. She can try it and see. So she did. The doctor said she had 6 months to live. She took the herbs. She cleansed. It's a 30-day program. She cleansed back to back to back for 90 days. Go back to the doctor. He tells her, your cancer is in remission. She goes on, have another baby, and go on with her life. Right after that, we opened up Divine Healing Herbs. Black people, black people, black people. We top the death charts in heart disease deaths, cancer deaths, stroke, sugar diabetic deaths, all because primarily our diet. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. We can straighten out that slave diet, drink your water, take your herbs, treat your brother and sister right, love on somebody, and you'll be able to straighten a lot of this out. I'm going to be passing out cards. My son, raise your hand, Jay. We want to give everybody a card, any health issue you have, especially our beautiful queen sister mothers. Stop by, we got you. We got you. Any female problems that you have, reproductive problems, there's a natural God-given herb without side effects that will straighten all of that out. I promise you. Thank you.
Sister has some of the best shrimp you could ever imagine. Hair is golf shrimp. Let's give her a hand.
I'd just like to say thank you very much to the St. Clair African Society for this award. And I want to dedicate it to my late husband who passed away last year. We're a family-owned business, 20 years on the south side of Chicago that started off in a caboose. And I will be keeping the legacy alive. And like you said, keep Empowment. I also plan on it. We have a food truck coming out this summer. It will be in a lot of summer festivals, Taste of Chicago, etc. And I do plan on also having a location on the west side. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Let's go right ahead. So I know a lot of our people definitely are. I didn't get that sign up here or not. I know our sister's out of town, but she's supported. She has a black-owned business on right in Hyde Park. Spotless Solution Fitness. Is that representatives that receive an award? Spotless? Okay. All right. And also did our tickets, DLB printing. Let's give them a hand. Somebody for DLB printing? Okay. And also, they all supported, definitely. They all supported Mother Wade. Let's get Mother Wade from Josephine Southern Cooking. I want you guys to check. And also, a sister has a black-owned beauty supply store, Kiwana Thompson of Ravishing Inc. Let's give her a hand. So I'm gonna we got just a few more to go. We're gonna take a break and then finish with the rest of them. Let's take a quick 10 minutes. I got something to speak. So let's get Soul Bed City again. All right. I'm a brother. He's getting ready to go to Israel. Also, Brother Cam Howard from Dakota. All right. Brother Cam Howard. All right, Brother Cam. Good to see you, brother. Brother Cam, Brother Cam.
Quite a pleasure, quite a pleasure. Really don't know why I'm up here. I'm a landlord. You know, landlords get bad raps. But actually, I'm a landlord for black businesses. I proudly rent to 16 black-owned businesses in the south side of Chicago, in the Roseland area. And many of the businesses that went for me couldn't get spaces to operate their businesses anywhere else. So they told me over and over again, you know, how proud they were, how thankful they are that I took a chance with them to let them start their business. And they went on to open up bigger businesses after establishing their businesses with me. And I, you know, take pride in that because I was able to help them. Some of the stories that you heard already about, you know, people helping each other. That's the only way we're going to prosper, that we all help one another, especially economically. I think my brother Chief also gave me this award because of the work that I do in reparations. I was a national co-chair of the COBRA, National Coalition of National Reparations in America. Currently, right now, this country is debating this issue of reparations. The federal bill that they're debating, I had the pleasure of writing the bill. And this is the one that Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee is pushing. It's the one that you probably heard if you watched the newspaper or watched the Post, read the newspaper, that there's a push right now to have Biden pass this bill via an executive order on Juneteenth. So this is what we're working on. You know, there's never been this much conversation on the issue of reparations since the Reconstruction in 1865, 1877, where you had two bills, a Senate bill and a congressional bill. You had all this, you know, conversation in public media, businesses, philanthropies, corporations, all are talking about passing this particular legislation. We are at the crest of what potentially can be a passage of this legislation. We'll begin the conversation of then how does this country begin to pay us for the 400 years of crimes they committed against our ancestors. Crimes that have resulted in injuries that we suffer from today in every area of people's activity. My sister Frances Trust Wilson says there's 9 areas of people activity: economics, education, entertainment, labor law, politics, religion, sex, and war. And in all areas of these people activity, we are suffering from the crimes that have been committed against us for over 400 years. And it is for these injuries from those crimes that we seek repair. And if it's going to be, it's up to us. If you've never heard about reparations, never thought about reparations, when you look at the crime that's happening in our community, it's a result of the black-on-black crime, it's a result of the white-on-black crime over 400 years. We can't get away from it. And so if you want healthy black communities, I would ask that you support this whole issue of reparations and continue to do the great work you're doing economically. Because if we don't own our communities economically, we cannot prosper, period. So thank you for the support.
We also want to thank Soul Bed City. We all know Nasi, Prince Asiel Ben Israel. Let's give him a hand. Also, our award to MacArthur's Restaurant. Let's give him a hand. Someone from MacArthur's? Let's come on up, my sister. Yeah. MacArthur's Restaurant, yes. Oh, Karen, okay, so we're gonna bring them up. So, we got MacArthur, and I'm gonna bring up my sister, the Cross, and we're gonna bring up Attorney Michael Gerard, and, we got the rest of these awards. Let's bring up my sister, we're gonna bring up Attorney Gerard next. Sister.
Thank you so much, Chief. I appreciate you. Can everybody hear me? All right. I am Tweety Hollywood Cross. A lot of people call me Queen Mother Hollywood. And what I want to talk to the people today is about financial literacy and the importance of what I do in my life. I started as a little minor entrepreneur, following up behind all the big entrepreneurs in my neighborhood. I started off as a pop bottle hustler. If anybody know what a pop bottle hustler is, that was me. I was the one pushing the cart, 5 years old, pushing the 10-cent cart, taking them up to Big Z's on 54th and Ashland. That's what we used to have, Big Z's. We used to turn in our pop bottles and got our money for. And everybody want to bag me for my candy, but they didn't want to take the pop bottles in. But you know, we used to have this saying called no carbs. Yeah. If you don't work, you don't eat. So I work, I eat, you don't eat nothing. I can't eat, not today, right? So in the process of that, my mother was a candy store lady, and also she was the ding dong, the Avon lady. And guess what I am? Ding dong. I'm your Avon lady. That's my entrepreneur choice of field. That's what I do. Not only do I do that, I empower young women and men to be a better themselves. It's such in our community, what we fail to do with our youth is build financial literacy. So many times we have failed. I grew up on 55th and Starfield. I grew up in the Inglewood community, whereas I seen all of the black businesses in my neighborhood deteriorate. Okay, I'm not gonna play with it today. I'm not one of them ones. I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to tell you the truth, and I really appreciate seeing everyone here who are supporting Black economical growth, because this is so important and so essential. We have to think about generational wealth. We have been in a generational poverty. We are not teaching our young ones generational wealth. And we have to teach that because it's something that is characterized about the growth and development of our community. If you have some, I heard everyone speak today, and I thought about it. I did. I was like, oh, I am so proud. I love to see my people come together as a collective whole. And thank you so much, Chief. I appreciate you. Because one thing is that we have to recognize each other. And I heard one of the brothers talk about how the women are the forefront or the standing back of the men. And when I thought about that, I was like, man, that is so important because I had the advantage of having two dads. I always tell people about my two dads because a woman without a dad really don't know how to love a man. Did y'all hear me? Okay, because I don't think y'all heard me. Did y'all hear me? A woman without a dad can never learn how to love a man. And if he's an improper dad, guess what? She's going to improperly love her man. So we have to look at the breakdown of the fathers that's in our household. And the men are the heads of the house who set the standards of the house so the women can govern the house. We got to make sure that we know our place so we can build our businesses and our communities to make sure that our financial wealth stays in our community. We're so busy running outside our community. If everybody in here, like I see, that everyone has businesses of their own, and I notice that everybody in here support each other's businesses, that's the way that we grow. Mr. W.L. Lillard, who is here with me tonight, I don't know if you know who Mr. Lillard is. I say y'all stand up and give Mr. Lillard a round of applause because he has built such a large black foundation for the businesses. He's one of the ones who built the Black Congress of Businesses back in the day. So when I hear that, I think about all those things because this is something that I think about. When I see this, I was like, you know, I'm a member of Toastmasters. I was like, oh my God, if everybody here could be in Toastmasters, what a great thing that would be, right? Right? And then we all come together and we all continue to build and develop and build and teach and build and grow. And man, I just think about those things. So I think about things like that, and I think about how we need to teach about credit. Credit is so important. Credit is like that rich granddad. You know what I'm saying? Credit is like a rich granddad. I went from 496 to 746 in my credit because I became credit literate. Okay, credit literate because we are credit illiterate. So we have to make sure we are financially and credit literate. And those who have businesses, make sure we work with those in the young people and find them something to find their little hustle. Like we had our little hustle with our pop bottles. We used to be able to go through the paper route. I had a paper route. My mama made me put Avon books on the door, and I did my pop bottle hustle. And if it made something else, and then that would be one of the things we want to think about is continuously growing our community and think about financial literacy and training our community. Thank you, Chief.
I want to bring up real quick our brother Michael Gerard and also our dentist is here, Dr. Morris. Is he still in? Okay. All right, let's bring up brother Attorney Michael Gerard. Thank you very much. And he's here. Oh, here he is. Okay, these here. I print these out. Some I want to make sure it's right, so y'all still getting plaque. This is a nice certificate made just in case something went wrong. We didn't get the back of them. So thank you, my brother. Here you go.
Thank you, Chief. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. So I am humbled and I am honored. I do not personally know anyone in this room. That lets me know that my fraternity motto, culture for service and service for humanity, is met. Because I must have touched somebody in the community. I don't know anyone here. I'm humbled and I'm honored. My name is Michael Gerard. I've been a trial lawyer for 15 years, Gerard Law Group. I've been awarded top 100 last 3 years in the nation, top 40 under 40. I'm from the south side of Chicago. I love my west siders. But from the south side, we believe in taking care of the community. I understand it. I presume that is why I'm here. You take care of people first, and God will take care of me later. So we have a law firm downtown Chicago, west side of Chicago. I practice every facet of the law. I've been blessed with knowledge and experience, and we speak to the youth all the time. We bring up young African-American men and women behind us. We do the best we can for the community. I appreciate being honored. I appreciate receiving the award. Anything that anyone needs, as always, you can call my cell phone, not just my office. Anyone can, just like Chief called me, hey, if you call me, I am coming. Understand that I am a soldier. God gives me all the power, and I fight the wars. And I presume that's why I'm here. So thank you, everyone. I appreciate the award. I appreciate the honor. I am here to serve beyond anything else. Thank you.
If there's any mistakes on your voice, let me know so we can make sure we correct. You got the card? You got the card? I do. All right, let's bring up my brother, Dr. Morris. From Spouse Success Program.
Oh, goodness. Something that was said tonight that resonated with me is what men can do. What was it? What men have done, men can do. Um, Many years ago, I set out a goal. Well, it was a dream to be a dentist. And I took a step towards that dream, and that dream became a goal. And then I took some more steps towards that goal, and that dream just became mixed on a to-do list that I needed to do. So dreams are not so far away if you just start walking towards them. So what I want to do is challenge everyone in the room to take a step towards a dream. That's really it. My wife told me not to talk long because her feet are. If you want to talk teeth, come see me at Smile Success Dental Center. I'm in Bellwood, 235 Manheim Road.
He's a Gemini community. Thank you, I love you. All right. New Life Health Foods. Do we still have New Life Health Foods? Come on up. Okay, I got you.
New Life, okay. All right. And Brother Ronald E. Gardner, we're going to, Ronald, come on up, brother.
Let's bring up our architect. Let's bring up our brother. Yes, sir. Can everybody hear me? I don't need the mic. I came here tonight. I came here to learn. And yes, am I an architect? Yes, I am. But what I want to tell each and every person in this room, we need to get together more often like this. It's just like the brother in the back with his business. If it were not for our relationship, neither one of us would be here tonight. And so I always tell people, if you want to dream bad enough, to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all that you dream and scheme is about it, and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it, and fret for it, and plan for it, and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after that dream that you want, with all of your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. So you go forth and you live your dream. Don't let anybody steal your dream. If the dream is big enough, the facts don't count. Go for it. Do it. Get with it. Don't quit it.
Also, we have Karen's Inner Beauty. So Miss Karen does vegan food. She has our health spa, and she's a holistic healer. And we had a workshop yesterday. It was beautiful. Brother Shiraz was on it. Ontario was on it. Beautiful. So let's give Karen a hand.
Chief. Oh, no worries. Thank you, Chief. I'm not Karen. I'm Karen's good friend. Thank you so much for giving her this award. She's been awarded the top raw foodist of the country many times. She is, I haven't heard of Karen's. It's a raw vegan restaurant as well as a spa in Flossmoor. She's moved from the Gold Coast to Flossmoor So if you ever go there, please experience it. I'm one of her massage therapists. I've known her for 30 years, and she's been very active in the community. She's helped me with my endeavors. One of them is to give a spa day to women who've lost their children to gun violence in Chicago. So we work with the moms from Roseland and Roseland Ceasefire. But if you know any moms who've had this horrible thing happen, please have them contact Karen, and we give them 1 day of immense love and beauty. And then we give them a Star Child event where we name a star after their child. So Karen has helped me with that. She's also helped me teach I've taught 13,000 kids in Chicago public schools how to meditate and cure their violence tendencies or their sadness or whatever they're having problems with. So Karen has a hyperbaric chamber, which is lots of oxygen, and that helps you if you have any kind of illness or any sores or anything wrong with you. The hyperbaric chamber is going to help you because we have so much less oxygen in our air, right, in our environment now than we used to. So go and get some pure oxygen. You can watch a movie on your cell phone while you're in there. You can take a nap. It's really nice. She has the infrared sauna. She has 2 steam rooms with your own infrared sauna. Infrared saunas are also very good for health. She's about to open a restaurant next door. She's had 3 restaurants. She's about to open one next door in June, I believe. So you can come and get really good raw vegan food, as good as what we had today. And this was amazing what we had today, so thank you very much for providing that. So Karen has had quite a few people eating her food. Stevie Wonder called her up about 3 years ago, and she's like, "What's going on, Stevie?" And he says, "I'm hungry." And this was at like 10 at night on like a Tuesday or something. She said, "Come on over." And her elevators weren't working in the Gold Coast. He had to walk up 20 flights of stairs, and he did. She's like, "Isn't my food worth it?" Steve Wonder walked up 20 flights of stairs. She's been on Steve Harvey's show. Steve Harvey and his wife have taken her classes on how to eat well. She's on an Oprah show for women over 50 who are fabulous, women over 60 who are fabulous. She's been on that. And if you're into coconut, she's the one who said on the Oprah show, they asked each person, "What is your biggest beauty secret?" And hers was coconut oil, coconut milk. She puts it on her hair, on her body. She eats it, like anything you can do. So now you know there's a big coconut craze. That's because I think Karen said it on Oprah when she was 60. And now she's 73 or 74. She loves to tell her age because she says she eats this way because she's vain about how she looks. It makes her look better to eat well. So she started in 1983, and for 10 years she hosted dinners in her own home, secret underground food dinners. And then in 92, she started the second raw food restaurant in the whole country was here in the biggest meat city of the world, right here. So she's been very successful, and now she's going to open her 4th restaurant. The other 3 have closed, but she's kept it going. But thank you very much. It's lovely being here. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. All right. We have also New Life Health Foods and also Brother Tyrone Muhammad of the ECCSC. Those give my sister New Life Health Foods, Brother Barney.
Good evening, everyone. I am actually Raymond Barney Sr.'s oldest daughter, Ray Barney Sr., so very excited to be here. Yeah, so very excited to talk about the work that New Life Health Foods has done for over 50 years in the African American community. I'm sorry, excuse me. Thank you. Excuse me. Especially the work that's been done in the African American community when it comes to healthcare, and especially in light of what's going on with COVID-19, we want to make sure that you are keeping yourself healthy. So please come visit us 3141 West Roosevelt Road, Roosevelt, Kansas, in the North Lydale community. Very excited to be here and to do such an opportunity.
All right, brother, this brother here definitely, Solomon Montego, is here to receive Tyrone Muhammad's award. Let him say a few words, brother.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want everybody to look at the person next to me and say, "You are magnificent." Say it again, please. Please say it again. My name is Solomon Montego. I'm an ex-con. I work with ECCSC, ex-cons for community and social change. We are boots on the ground organization, getting out of these communities and streets, helping these youngsters put these guns down and stopping the violence. And I'm accepting a reward on Tyrone Muhammad's behalf. And our motto is, it takes us to save us. That's right. And who are we? We are ECCSC. And what are we? We community service. And what we do, we save lives. Thank you.
All right. We also want to CMS awards here. My sister, CMS awards. Okay. Well, I want to also, his brother Cornelius here from Signorama. Come on up, brother. CMS awards. Brother Cornelius, come on up.
Hello, everybody. I'm here to represent CMS Trophies and Plaques. I'm accepting this award in honor of from my parents. It is our practice that we make customer service our quality. We've been in business for 32 years. If you ever need awards, trophies, plaques, acrylics, ribbons, certificates, please come see us at 606 East 61st Street. That's our new location. Thank you.
This is Brother Cornelius Signorama downtown. He's been doing business a long time. Went to school with my auntie. Let's give his brother a hand. Signorama.
Thank you very much. Just want to say I really appreciate this award. I've been in the sign business for 21 years, been 21 years this year. And we do all types of signs. Business signs, illuminated, non-illuminated, pretty much anything that's a sign we do, from banners to billboards. And we're in the South Loop at 1315 South State Street. So if you need any signs for your organization, for your business, be sure and give us a call. Signorama downtown. Thank you very much.
And also, our brother from Vegan World is the Vegan Plus. Give him a hand. Come on up, brother. He's right here on the west side.
Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? I just want to give a brief history on the first vegan restaurant on the west side is Vegan World Cafe. But I want to give you a little farther history. Like Mr. Barney. Mr. Barney's place was inhabited. The first full-service vegan restaurant in Chicago was so vegetarian. It started on the west side of Chicago. Wow. Everybody thought it was started on the south side, but it started on the west side with Mr. Barney's. Yeah, let's give him a hand. So I've been honored to be affiliated with Soul Vegetarian. If anybody know Majanis, affiliated with them. Them are my people that helped me get into the game of veganism and helped me get myself established in the very big culinary arts. So it's been a blessing. We are happy to be on the west side to bring nutritious food to the west side because I know it is like a food desert for healthy foods. So we are here to bring alternative foods to the west side of Chicago. We're ready to come 5419 West North Avenue. Our operation time is Mondays. We off Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 11:30 to 7. Thursdays and Fridays, 12:30 to 7. Saturdays we are closed. Please come out and patronize the business and come just be a family with us. That's it.
So we did not, anybody here is going to get their awards? All right, come on up. Make sure I'm going to vote everybody together. I got you. We got Attorney Chelsea Robinson. She's running for judge. So let's give her sister a hand.
First of all, thank you so much for this honor and this pleasure to be before you. And it also has been my pleasure to serve the citizens of Cook County for over 25 years. I've had my own practice, born and raised on the south side of Chicago, graduate of Perseo, Julian, and Howard University. But most importantly, I've had the opportunity to give my services back to the community for over 25 years. I became a lawyer because I saw a need for us to have quality representation with affordable prices. So I've been blessed enough to be the attorney for the Judge Mathis show, so I can assist people who can't always afford an attorney. And that's most important to me. Also, my husband and I have been able to work in the juvenile detention center to mentor our youth. Because it's important that our youth in the juvenile detention center, when they come out, that they have other opportunities. I'm so glad that I was in the room with all of these people. We've made great connections, and I believe that we can work together because as African Americans, as Blacks, we have to make sure that we pull each other up. So it's not just me pulling myself up, I have to pull everybody up. So thank you for this opportunity, for recognizing me, for giving, because I know if it wasn't for my community, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I want to make sure that I can be that village for someone else. Thank you so much.
And we have a Black-owned beauty supply house, Solo Beauty Supply. Come on up, my sister. Beautiful. And we don't see many Black-owned beauty supply houses these days.
Thank you so much. I want to say thank you to the Sankore African Society for this special honor and recognition. Solo Beauty Supply has been in business for over 35 years. We're currently located at 82nd and Cottage Grove and 90th and Ashland. Black on. We are a full service beauty supply. And that means that we carry many of the well-known brands that you're familiar with. And I just want to thank today my mother and father for having the vision, the instincts, and the courage to start this business, this beauty supply business that is dominated by non-blacks. I want to thank my family for being committed to the legacy of keeping the business alive and growing. I want to give a special thank you to my husband, Sheldon, for being my best friend and supporter. I want to thank my sister, who is the co-owner, Dana Mack, and her husband for their support and commitment to the family business. And last but not least, I'd like to thank all the business people in this room. I appreciate and understand your sacrifice and commitment, believe me. I want to thank my partner, Mr. Ro Davis of the Business Center, for helping me to open Solo Beauty Supply, which I forgot to mention is the largest Black-owned beauty supply in Chicago, with 2 locations and over 5,000 square feet in one location at 90th and Ashland. I want to thank Mr. Mays Jackson and the What's in It for the Black People members for their support. I want to thank the late Mr. Harold Davis for his support. A special thank you to Mr. Eric Mobley of New Era Chicago. You guys have been rocking with Solo Beauty Supply for many years. And also a special thank you to Mr. Tyrone Muhammad of ECCSC. That's right. For his support of Solo Beauty Supply and being a promoter of Black business in general. And last but not least, I'd like to thank Ms. Shania Wright and her husband, Michael Wright, of Brightway Beauty in Spokane, Washington, for being my sounding board and problem-solving team. Solo Beauty is committed to taking back our legacy in the hair care business, and in the spirit of our ancestor, Madam C.J. Walker, that's exactly what we're going to do. So if you want to start a beauty supply, just reach out to me, and I'm here to help. Thank you.
We got our brother Reuben Williams as well.
You ready? Yes, sir. All right. First, check mic. Is it on? And I'm testing. Well, anyway, again, I want to thank you, my brother, for recognizing me in this work. I'm a businessman, but I'm an agitator and an activist putting pressure on them people. And I help sustain, maintain, and develop Black business, even though I'm an agitator. But again, my name is Reuben Fellows. I'm Geraldine's son. But I'm also a co-founder of the Bob Biz Center, Brother Ro Davis, where I'm also the governor of the new Blackness Mile from Rainbow to Central, miles and miles of Black business. It's called the Blackness Mile. And I'm here before you representing the honor of the late, great Dr. Webb Evans of the United Black American Progress Association, who died 100 years old, saying, "Buy Black, love Black, give Black." And that's been his message. The biggest march that you could ever have is to march your money to a Black man or a Black woman business hand. And so also I want to give honor to Dr. L. Lippin, my mentor, Economic Roundtable, who back in the day on 79th Street would have business meetings, bringing 80 to 50 something business every week together around economic development, my mentor. But I just want to thank everybody and brother for allowing me to come up. I'm also co-founder of Black Wall Street Chicago. Brother Ron Carter and myself, and rest in peace, brother Black Wall Street, Mark Allen, may he rest in peace. But I want to thank everybody, and brother, I want to really thank you for recognizing me in this space. And I also hope everybody know, let me get off this mic. I hope everybody, this is going to be recorded. If it is, I got some news for some business here. Seaway Bank, that used to be a black-owned bank, is now a white credit union, but they have some brothers and sisters doing good work. So they are right now giving out funding for restaurants, on equipment, everything that you do in business. Seaway Bank, call them right away. They're giving out money fast. They have a pivot loan. So if you had during the COVID, they got some money that's called a pivot loan. So reach out to Seaway Bank to get you some money for your restaurant, your equipment, and farmers, and the whole nine. So brother, I want to thank you for this opportunity. And again, Dr. Blake, the late great Dr. Webb Evans, who said, buy black, love black, give black. It's Shatosa, not Chirac. Thank you.
Also, our brother from the African Drummers, are they still here? Cruise International, come on up, brother. I got you. Oh, you call me? Yeah, yes, sir. Oh. Let's give, he's been the whole time. My brother, let's give our brother a hand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, all right. Thank you so very much for the thought of honoring me. I consider myself, a youth in business. I'm trying to grow the business, get better at it, and just serve my people. Just serve my people. And I'll do the best I can. So thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right, we didn't miss anybody. Did we miss anybody? All right, thank you. Let's give everybody a hand. Thank you so much. So any mistakes on your plaques, let me know. If we haven't redone, let me know, please. All right. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you very much.
42 years.
One second, Brother Clyde. I forgot you. Brother Clyde. One second. We got Brother Clyde next to you and I. 1 second, brother. Let's get Brother Clyde.
Yes, I just want to give thanks for what a wonderful evening with everybody agree. I mean, we've got the civic networking and lift up those that are doing the business in our community. I'm Brother Clyde Banks, representing the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, founded by the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey back in 1914, still alive and well and kicking around the globe today. I am the Minister of Labor and Industries for the UIA and ACL. My name is again Clyde Banks, and I want to thank the St. Croix Society for thinking of this great event where we can showcase and highlight. I think Brother Raymond mentioned Dr. Webb Evans, Mr. Buy Black. One of the things that I learned from Dr. Webb Evans is you got to talk about your successes. You can't let all the other propaganda get to your head that all your children are bad, and anybody that looks like you is bad, and all the folks in Nigeria is bad. And every time I hear something like that, I know it's all lies. So again, that was something that Dr. Webb Evans said was very important, that we highlight all of our successes and all of the good things we do. So I want to thank Chief once again, and we look forward to doing a lot of the same work on a magnified level going forward. Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Thank you very much. Yes, sir. Anybody want to take some food home? You want, hey, what place you want a plate? Take a plate with you. Get your plate up. Get some food. Get some. Huh? Okay.
How much rings did you just say?
Hey, bro, take some chicken home?
Yeah. Dang, give me a pan. Take a pan. What do you do? Take it. Don't leave it on. Take it to the freezer. Then when you get ready to use it, you take it and put some barbecue sauce on it. Or you can take it and take it down and add some onions and bell peppers to it, and you have some chicken. Chicken and rice. Chicken and, there you go. Chicken and dressing. Whatever you want to do, you do.
Hey, sis, I said you want to take some chicken home? Take some chicken home. Chicken? Yeah, chicken and soup.
Thank you. You want to take some Captain Street?
Everybody, please say something quiet.
No, ma'am.
Now, you want to say where you go?
I will be sleeping. Thank you all.
Yes, sir. Forgive me, brother.
I wanted to make sure that.
This is how we'll take some chicken with you, sir. Oh, you're vegan. You got some vegan food, right?
I got some right there.
Okay. I ain't eating nothing myself. Take some food, man.
So, man, so you brought it to.
I sure did. But you can freeze that. But you can freeze it bag and freeze it, so when you get ready for it, you got it.
I came in about 45. I'm gonna make it. Now the back of the car, yes, okay.
Mom, they gave us 4 pans of chicken? They gave us 4 pans of chicken?
Yeah. No, they gave me 5. 5 pans of chicken. We don't want it. And they gave me 2 pans of mashed potatoes.
Okay. You got a lot of mashed potatoes up there?
Yep. So everybody wants mashed potatoes?
Mashed potatoes for it? Hey, did you catch tank on regular tank?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, make sure, bro, you got a couple places to take you to? Hey, Mom, make sure you take these.
You leave?
Huh?
You saw me leave?
Yeah, he left.
Okay, well, get ready to go. Your chief.
Thank you, sister.
No problem, bro.
I want you to stick, man. I was trying to get everybody out. I want to bring you back up.
Yeah, that's all.
I was gonna let you come on at 5 o'clock. I was gonna let you rest.
No, but you know what? That's what I'm considering.
Right. Sorry, I wish. I wish I could speak on. All right.
Okay. All right.
Right. Greatest motivational speaker of all time. Hey, Mom, give him some of that, the chicken, like the pan, give him like, pan, chicken, take it. Okay. Yeah, chicken food, yes. You want a whole pan? Okay. You want some chicken?
Wait for him to check you back.
Huh?
Wait for him to check you back. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just finished up here. You say good, man. Well, you want your coffee?
What about the cake? Cake, man? Yeah. I didn't even know how to find it, but I found it. I got you. Why? What I do? What I do, Mom? No, I didn't want to eat that while I'm speaking. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to eat that. I'm fasting. So. I sound fasting. Hey, Billy. Oh, but in the line right now. I appreciate you. Thank you. Well,